Okay. Okay, so let's start with number 9. Number 9. A quadratic function is defined by the equation y equals 2 times x plus 6 squared plus 10. When this function is graphed, what are the coordinates of the vertex? So of course, this is in the form y equals a x minus h squared, no, plus k, right? Therefore, the vertex, so what is the vertex here? Negative 6, yes, negative 6 and 10. And then axis of symmetry, yes, you're right. So x is equal to negative 6. And then for number 10, we're given the function. Yeah, you're now an expert in vertices and axis of symmetry. So x minus 1 squared, when this function is graphed, what is the axis of symmetry? You find the vertex first. Yeah, your axis of symmetry is 1 because the vertex is 1, 0, right? We don't have k. And then, okay. Yeah. And then for number 11, we have y equals 4 times x minus 3 squared minus 5. Axis of symmetry here. Okay, that's right. And vertex is 3, negative 5. Okay. For number 12, we have y equals negative 2/3 x plus 7 squared minus 4. So what's the vertex here? Okay, negative 7, negative 4, and then axis of symmetry, negative 7. All right. Okay, number 13. The equation of the parabola shown can be written in the form y equals 2 times x minus h squared plus k. Find h and k. So based on the graph, vertex is, what's that? Based on the graph. You zoom in the graph. H is the x coordinate. Yeah, so 4, negative 3. So those are the values of h and k. And for number 14, y equals 1. Okay. Based on the graph, number 14. So what's the vertex? Okay, you're right. Negative 1, negative 2. Very good. And then for 15. Okay. All right. All right. Number 16, I found it. Equation of quadratic function is y equals x squared minus 4x plus 3. Identify the y-intercept. Okay, y-intercept again, you set x equals 0. So, okay, what is the value of y here? Now you set x equals 0. Why did I do that? So y equals 0 squared minus 4 times 0 plus 3. So y is 3, right? So y-intercept is 0, 3. Then identify the vertex. So you have to rewrite this in vertex form. You do completing the square, or why don't you you can write this, you can find the vertex by writing this equation in vertex form, right? By completing the square. But there's another way of doing that. Why don't you solve for the axis of symmetry? Because the axis of symmetry is equal to the x coordinate of the vertex, right? And then you find the y. Okay. So that is x is negative of negative 4 over 2 times 1. So this is 4 over 2. So you must know the techniques, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Then doing the completing the square, it would take time, and then you might make a mistake. Okay, so this is 2. Axis of symmetry is 2, right? So you have x now, then you can plug in x to the equation. So this is y equals 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 3. Are we correct? The axis of symmetry is 2. Negative is 4 divided 2. Okay. Then you can solve for y. So this is 4 minus 8 plus 3. So this is negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. Therefore, the vertex is 2, negative 1. Okay, let me check. Then we go to the next number 17. 17. Write the quadratic function in general form. So what's the general form again? Y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So that is the general form. Oh, we were right. See? It works. So if you're given like that, not in vertex form, unless you were asked to write the standard form of the equation in vertex form, then you use, what's this? Completing the square. Yeah? Or this is what you're going to do. What's this? I'll show you or give you a text. This is the standard form. And you are asked to write this in vertex form without completing the square. So you can use again the axis of symmetry. Okay? Then you find y. Then now you have the vertex. And you solve for a. You solve for a. To solve for a, you equate y equals to b, because b is the y-intercept. You find the y-intercept first, and then you find the value of a. Then you can write your equation. All right? Okay, so let's write this in general form. You expand. So what is x plus 2 times x plus 2? You FOIL. General form or standard form? Okay. X squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4. Okay. Okay. Plus 20x plus 20 minus 4. So this is 5x squared plus 20x plus 16. Right? So this is now the general form or the standard form of the equation. Then we go to number 18. I deleted it. Okay, you can take a screenshot of that. Okay. For number 18. Okay. Y equals negative 3x plus 1 squared minus 7. So you expand this, you write in. Okay, so if we expand x plus 1 squared is x plus 1 times x plus 1. So that is x squared plus x plus 1 minus 7. So negative 3 times x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 7. Negative 3x squared minus 6x minus 3 minus 7. Therefore, this is y negative 3x squared minus 6x minus 10. So this is in standard form. You got number 18? Okay. Oh, I wonder why it's like that. That's strange. Okay. There. 19. So y equals 1/2 x minus 6 squared plus 3. So you FOIL x minus 6. What is x minus 6 times x minus 6? Okay, so x squared minus 12x plus 36 plus 3. So this is 1/2 x squared minus 6x plus 36 divided by 2 is 18 plus 3. So this is 1/2 x squared minus 6x plus 21. Okay, that's what you got. Okay, then we move on to number 20. Okay, 20, we're given the vertex 6, -8, and y-intercept 0, 1. So let's graph this first. We graph. Okay. Vertex is 6, -8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you know how to graph. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is -8. So the vertex should be here. And y-intercept is 0, 1. So this is the y-intercept. Okay. Is vertex form. So y equals a x minus 6 squared minus 8. Where did you get a? A is not the y-intercept. The y-intercept is when x is equal to 0. So you can find, we can plug in this one. We can plug in this point, this given point, this one, to this one to find a. So you can do like this. 1 equals a times 0 minus 6 squared minus 8 to find a. Yeah? Okay, we'll see. So this is 1 equals a times 0 minus 6, -6 squared is 36, right? Minus 8. So this would become 1 plus 8 equals 36a. So this is 9 equals 36a, divide by 36. So a here, a is equal to 9 over 36. So what is 9 over 36? 9. Okay, so this is 1 over 4. Yeah? 3 over 12 is 1 over 4. So a is 1 over 4. Yeah, I just wanna check if we were right. Let me check. Our equation is y equals 1/4 x minus 6 squared minus 8, right? I wanna check. Axis of symmetry is 6, right? X equals 6. This one. So we need to find the x-intercepts. The graph would be, okay. So our graph would, because you need to graph. You don't need to graph it because it's you're only asked to write the equation, but it says the graph of a quadratic function has a vertex. So I was just showing you this one. So this is the graph of that one. So vertex is 6, -8. Y-intercept check if we're really doing it correctly. Okay, y-intercept is 0, 1. You don't need the x-intercept. It will be complicated. Okay. All right, number 21. Let's try number 21. Move. Notice here that it's not y-intercept. You're given the x-intercept. -3, 0. So if it's in vertex form, y equals a x plus 1 squared minus 4, right? That's our equation. But you can solve this the same way, given the x-intercept, to solve for a. So 0, yeah, a, -3 plus 1 squared minus 4. So 0, a, -2 squared minus 4, a times 4 minus 4, 0. So this is 4a equals 4, divide 4, a is equal to 1. So the equation is y equals x plus 1 squared minus 4. Okay, yeah, we're on the right track. So that's how you do that. Then graphing. Okay, then graphing it, you can also graph this like, okay, you do like this. You're given the x-intercept -3, 0, 1, 2, 3, -3, 0, and the vertex is -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, -4. So your vertex here. So you just count. This is 1, 2 units. So you count here 1, 2. So the other x-intercept is this one, 1, 0. So your graph would look like this. Then you can write this in intercept form. Y equals a x plus 3 times x minus 1, that one. Okay, we go to number 22. Lindsay plays fetch and with her dog Josie by throwing a ball off her deck. The graph shows the height of the ball in feet. Okay, t seconds after it has been thrown. What is the height? What height was the ball thrown from? Yeah, 20. That one is the initial one. Height is 20 feet. And then what is the maximum height of the ball reaches? So that is maximum height. Maximum. Mariana, it's not the x value, it's the y value, maximum, the height. So it's 26.25. Yeah. When does this happen? It happens when the distance, we don't know a, right? Okay, a. So you can choose any points on the curve. So you can choose, we're given the y-intercept 0, 20. So you can just plug in that here to solve for a. So this is 20 equals 0 times, a times 0 minus 0.625 squared plus 26.25. What is a? 0.625. You use your calculator. Are you allowed to use the calculator? Okay, 26.25 equals 0.390625a. Then 20 minus 26.25 divide 0.390625. So that is -16. So a is equal to -16, which is the same as the graph, right? So a is -16. That means the graph opens downwards because a is negative. So this is now the equation. Y equals -16 times x minus x. Okay, we go to number 23. 23. Okay, 23. Erin plays fetch with her dog Webster by throwing a ball off her deck. It's the same, right? Okay, as well as 24. 24. Okay, 25. Because 23, 24, they're just the same. 25. Huh? Okay, let's move on to 26. Where is 26 here? The same graph? Okay, 26. 26. Write an equation of the parabola shown. Wow. Okay, so we're given here the x-intercepts, right? That is negative 5, 0, and 2, 0. And the y-intercept? 0, negative 30. No, that one is, you combine the vertex form and the intercept form. I meant intercept form or factored form. You should know the difference between them. Okay. Should be y. Okay, should be y equals a times x minus p. Right? Yeah. Okay, so this is the intercept form. So you should know how to identify. This one is intercept form. This one, y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. This is the general form or standard form. Okay? But if you're given y equals a times x minus h squared plus k, this one is vertex form. So you should know. So this one is intercept form or factored form. So let me delete this. So you should know how to identify so you won't make a mistake. Okay. For intercept form, that means we plug in the x intercepts. So this is y equals a times x plus 5 times x minus 2. Yes, you solve for a. Solve for a by using the y-intercept. So this is negative 30. We plug in this point. A times 0 plus 5 times 0 minus 2. So this is negative 30 equals negative 10a, right? So negative 10a equals negative 30 divided by negative 10. So a is equal to 3. So your equation would be y equals 3 times x plus 5 times x minus 2. Yes, to solve for a, so you can write an equation. Yes, this one is correct, okay? So this is our equation. Yeah, you should know how to do that, okay? So that's the technique. Okay, can you do number 27? 27, we're given there the vertex, negative 2, 3. Vertex form. And now you need to solve for a. Solve for a, you plug in the intercept. So this is 5. 5 equals a times 0 plus 2 squared plus 3. So this is 5 equals 4a plus 3, right? So 5 minus 3 is 2. A equals 2. So what's your equation now? Okay, that was easy. Can you try number 28? Yeah, I deleted it. So number 28. 28, we're given the, okay, this is the same as 26. Okay, can you do this? What type, what form of graph are you going to use? Okay, very good. So this is y, q. Okay, x min. Then solve for a. So it's negative. What's your a? Four minus 2, 2. Is it 1/4? Positive 1/4? Okay, therefore your equation would be, what is your equation? It's positive. I think it's positive 1/4. What did you get negative? 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 minus 6 is negative 2. Then y is negative 1, right? So it's positive. So positive 1/4. X minus 2. X minus 6. Yeah. Since this one in this cases, it's not specified what form, right? So it doesn't say standard form or vertex form. So it depends on you. It depends on the given values. All right. So we go to number 29. Move on to number 29. Multiply the factors and simplify the result. We have 5x minus 7 times 2x minus 3. Okay, you FOIL. So you have 5x times 2x, so that is 10x squared. Then negative 7 times 2, so that is negative 14x. Then 5x times negative 3, that is 15x. Then negative 7 times negative 3 is 21. And we have 10x squared minus 29x plus 21. Did you get the same? 10x squared. Yeah. Okay. We move on to 30. Where is, okay, 30, 31. So we do 32. Okay, 32. Find the missing factor. So we're given 4x minus 11 times, it should be 12x squared minus x minus 88. This is what we're going to do. We look for factors of 88 that when we multiply them, it would equal to negative 88. So the other factor would be 4x minus 11. This should be here. The other number is 8, right? Because 8 times 11 is 88. And then we have 12 here. 12, so the other one is 3x. Right? So because 4 times 3 is 12. Okay, that's easy. So let's try number 33. Find the missing factor. So we have 2x plus 5 and 10x squared plus 37x plus 30. Alright, so we have 2x plus 5, 4, 6, because this is 30. So it should be 6 here. And then here, it should be 5x. Yeah? Yeah? Because 25x plus 12x is 37. Okay. I think 34 is the same. No problem with that. Okay, we move on to 35. You want to do 35? Okay, 35a. Factor the quadratic expressions. We have 5x squared minus 14x minus 3. Okay, you factor this. So you start with 5x here. So that means the other factor has only x. And then you have negative 3 here. So you look for factors of 3. Then when you multiply them, it would equal to negative 3. So it can be negative 3 and 1. Right? Yeah. And then try to multiply them. See? For the middle term. So 1x and negative 15x is equal to negative 14. So these are the factors. You got that? No problem? Easy? Okay, this one. 81 minus 25x squared. Okay, you factor this. This one is the difference of two squares. So 81 is a perfect square, right? So you can write that as 9. And 25x squared, 5x, write that. Are they the same? You have to check. But you have to check, make sure. You FOIL them. So this is 81, negative 45. Ah, this is plus. Okay. Oh no. That is 9 minus 5x times 9 plus 5x. Yeah. So you won't have a middle term because this cancels out. Then you have negative 25x squared. Alright? So these are the factors. Then letter C. You have 2x squared plus 5x minus 33. Your factors would have 2x, one of the factors, and you have x. Okay, you look for factors of 33 that when you multiply them, it would equal to negative. What? What factors? 11 and 3? Okay, so 11 should be positive, right? And minus 3. So 11, 33, 11x, and then negative 6. Yeah, so 11 minus 6 is 5. So that's the factor. Okay. Okay, let's move on to, okay, number 37 is the same, and 36. Okay, we move on to, okay, I found it, 43. 43. Solve each equation for x. Okay, so we have 1/2 x equals 0. You multiply both sides by 2, so we're left with 0. So x equals 0. Then b, you want to try that? X plus 4, x equals 0. Solve for x. Do you have two values for your x there? You can equate each one to 0. X equals 0 and x plus 4 equals 0. So what are the values of x? You have two values for your x there. Yeah. X is equal to negative 4 and 0. And for letter C, we have 3 minus x times 7 plus x equals 0. You equate each factors, 0 property. 3 minus x equals 0 and 7 plus x equals 0. So x is equal to 3 and x equals negative 7. Okay? And then for letter D, this one is cube polynomial. So x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3 equals 0. So the values of x here, x equals 1, x equals 2, and x equals 3. No problem? You know how to do that? Okay, I think 44 is the same. Can you check 44, 45, 46 if you have problems with them? No, 44 and 45. Okay, 46 and 47, you write the equation in vertex form. You should know how to write that in vertex form. Okay? Remember, you can write, you got that? So you can use completing the square. If it's too complicated for you, you get the axis of symmetry, because the x-coordinate of the vertex is equal to the axis of symmetry, and then you find the value of y. Alright. Okay, solve with the quadratic equations. 49. Okay, we have x squared equals 121. Do you know how to solve that? You can solve that this way. X squared minus 121 equals 0. You factor them, or you use the square root of both sides. So what is your answer? If you get the square root, what is the square root of 121? So plus minus 11. Yeah, your answer should be plus minus 11. Then the next one is x squared equals 1/4. Oh, internet is too slow. Okay, you get the square root of that. X squared equals 1/4. How do you solve that? You can multiply both sides by 4. Okay. By 4. Oh no, because it's already in that form. So you can get the square root. What am I doing? So this is just x is equal to plus minus the square root of 1/4. What is the square root of 1/4? Plus minus 1/2. Okay. Okay, yeah, you can divide by 10. So letter C is 10x squared equals 1000. You divide this by 10. So x squared is equal to 100. Okay, then you get a square root. So x is equal to plus minus 10. It should be plus minus 10. You get the square root. Alright, Mariana, we will continue this on, not tomorrow, on Wednesday. Alright, before your exam. Yeah.